This is a follow-up, or let's just say an addendum, to the video that I did about my the 5 casts that I have been able to retain over the years. Actually, this is the 6th one. And as you can see, it's got some graffiti on it. Well, let's talk about what the graffiti is, because just looking at this, Boreas, what the hell is that? So if you know the song, or if you know Enya's music, in the song Caribbean Blue, or Caribbean Blue, however you want to say it, the first words of the song are actually the names of these Greek, mostly Greek, and Roman wind gods. And because I actually have ties to Greece, because I am a good part of my lineage and my ancestors are Greek, I only felt that it was appropriate to have some, at least one of my casts, have some graffiti on it that actually relates to me. So the Animois, or Animoi, however you want to say it, are the ancient Greek wind gods, a class of gods, and I guess I think they're all male. Let's just assume that they are. Okay, so Boreas is the Greek god of the north wind and also storms and winter. Afer Ventus simply means African wind. It's not the name of a god, at least I don't think so. Zephyrus is the west wind god and also of spring. And then Africus, not Africa, but Africus, is the Roman god of the southwest wind. And there's Enya's name there. And Eurus is the east wind god. Okay, so when did I wear this cast? I wore the cast in early 2024, and I was in physical therapy at that time for an issue that I was having with my gastrocnemius muscle. And then, stupidly, I went for a late night run in my neighborhood that lasted all of about 15 or 20 minutes before my sensitive foot that I had surgery on, etc., and like 90% or more of my injuries blew out again. So I had to stop the physical therapy for a month while I wore this very cast, and there was some major pain going on under that cast. So I limped around in it for 2 or 3 weeks, and then things were okay pretty much again, and got it off and continued my round of physical therapy. But as I mentioned in other videos, once you've had surgery or enough trauma on, an ankle, a knee, or whatever, even if you've had surgery to correct a problem, everything in there, tendons, ligaments, whatever, they're more sensitive and just kind of more injury prone. So you can do a surgery to fix something, but at the same time, it's just like you're kind of cursed, and things can just kind of go south faster than you expected. Okay, now I'm actually kind of committing a cardinal sin right now. I'm wearing Adidas socks. It's raining really hard outside, by the way, right now, which you can't probably hear, but I'm wearing Adidas socks with Nike slides. And unintentionally, I'm not trying to match the writing and the color of the cast. In fact, black is not a color, and neither is white. So we have a total absence of color with this scenario here. Anyway, so that's my plug for Enya, and kind of a link to, since I do have Greek heritage on my mom's side of the family. So that's basically it. So am I plugging Enya's music? Well, I would say her music is definitely like some of the most creative out there. And I don't know if it was her idea to include the names of these gods on the, in the song Caribbean Blue, which has nothing to do really with Greece or Roman, or Rome or Italy, since it's a long ways from there on the globe. But, creativity is what Enya is all about. And like I said, I don't know if it was her idea to include it, but she does work with other lyricists who write her material, which she performs. I don't think they write all of it, but it could be that one of them came up with the idea to include the names of those gods within the song about the Caribbean. And who knows if I'll ever wear another cast. Never say never. Every time I get a cast on, it's like, is this going to be the last one? And then it never ends up being the last one. So I told somebody earlier today who asked, they said, if you ever have to get another one, what's it going to be? And I said, it's going to be green, because I have never had a green cast. Never had a green one. I've also never had yellow, and I've never had like a solid. No. I've had a solid pink one, but that was for broken wrist a long time ago. It was not a bad break, but I've never had a pink, like a full pink leg cast. So anyway, that's it. Thank you.